Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in
Imagine starting the day by wandering for miles searching for an animal that you will soon call your meal. Once you spot one, you must use a sharp tool to kill it, skin it, gut it, and use the remains. Not only that, but then you have to build a fire to cook the meat over so that it's safe to eat. Sometimes people found themselves in environments where there wasn't an abundance of food. Because of that, people were forced to move somewhere else where they could find animals to kill easily. Up until 10,000 years ago, people were nomadic and lived for the purpose of survival only. The ability to heat food more efficiently freed up people's time and has changed from a fire to the oven we know today.
In the early Stone Age, people would heat their food using hot coals burned by fire covered in ashes. Anthropologists believe the earliest ovens were from Central Europe, dated to 29,000 BC. Because of the evidence they found, they infer that they were roasting and boiling pits intended to cook mammoth. The tandoor was used for cooking in the Indus Valley Civilization. The heat was generated by charcoal or wood burning that exposed the food to the fire. Instead of using pizza ovens like we know today, the Greeks created a portable oven which allowed them to bake bread. They were the first known to use food for trade or profession. In colonial America times, people were forced to bake cakes without being able to precisely gauge or control the temperature. They regulated them by burning the right amount of wood to ash and then tested it by sticking their hands inside, adding more wood or opening the door to let it cool to what seemed like the right temperature. It wasn't until James Sharp patented the first gas oven in 1832 that baking became so much easier. However, temperature controls were not introduced until the early 1900s. The first convection oven was made in 1945. Convection ovens cook food about 20% faster than conventional ovens. Local businesses in Spokane depend on how their appliances work. After opening, Sweet Frosting sold more than 580 cupcakes in just 2 days. Another local business that is thriving in the cooking industry is Longhorn Barbecue. They serve an average of 500 people a day.
Well, we have our barbecue pits, which are wood-fired, and they're all only wood-fired. And then we actually have big convection ovens also.
All natural, there's no blowers on this, so when I say convection like the other ovens, this is not a convection oven, this is all lazy. There is a little gas running right now, but the only reason why he's got the gas on is just to get the wood started. And after that, we shut it off. So after he gets the wood and gets a bed of coals in there, he shouldn't have to use gas for the rest of the day. You see there's a steel plate down here? So that heat is going underneath the steel plate all the way down to the end. And you see the opening down here?
Oh yeah.
So now the heat's coming out of that opening, and now it's snaking back. You can see there's a grate, so the heat can go on top of the product and on the bottom of the product, like these ribs, and then it goes all the way down and then out the chimney. But heat rises, correct? So it's just natural. So the heat is trying to rise, so it's hitting that steel plate, coming out the opening and rising, and then coming back and then going out the chimney.
You won't find another barbecue pit. We call them barbecue pits, ovens, and you won't find another one like it. They're huge.
These are regular, these are the ones that have blowers in them. These have a gas burner in there. You can see. Go over this way and you can get probably, there you go. See, it's just got a gas burner and see the fan? See the fan? That's what the convection is. So they're cooking cornbread and baked potatoes and chicken, and I don't know what's in the pan.
other than efficiency, I really don't know. I don't see it. Some of these ovens that we have here, some of the commercial ovens, shoot, been the same the last 50 years. They haven't changed at all. They're the same old ovens.